Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, beautiful people. How is everybody doing today? I pray that all is well. Welcome on to Astute Queen B's page. I'm Astute Queen B, and this is my channel. We are considered the Royal Gladiators over here. And my channel emoji is the crown, because we are kings and queens over here. Because just like we were kings and queens before we were ever slaves, we will always remain kings and queens in my sight. I am going over today, women of the Bible for women of color. And we are talking about Levit's concubine. I'd appreciate if you would hit the like button. And yes, this is a pre-recorded video, but I hope you enjoy it as well. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, how you feel. Like I explained to my subscribers, this book fell in my hands by mistake, but I realized it was not a mistake. I was meant to have this book. And like I said, the book is called Women of the Bible for Women of Color. And like I said, what chapter I'm going over is Levit's concubines. Broken Pieces, Judge 19, relates the horrific account of a woman's life and death in such a graphic detail that it could cause us to think we're reading a Grizzly novel rather than the Bible. Let's see. Get on down to it. This anonymous woman was the concubine, a legitimate but secondary wife of Levitz. After being unfaithful to Levitz, she left him and returned to her father's home. 4 months later, her husband set out on a journey to convince her to come back to him. The Levitz arrived at the home of his concubine's father. There he spent many days conversing with her father, and he repeatedly put out his journey home in order to stay with the lost. The host. Like Lot in Genesis 19, the Levitz heritage, see Genesis 19:16. His lack of strength of mind set the stage for the ensuing tragedy. Finally, Levitz begins his journey home, accompanied by his concubine. We do not know if she was coerced or convinced to go, but she left with Levitz and his servant. When evening came, the travelers stopped in an Israelite town in the territory of Benjamin to find shelter for the night. They were taken in by a hospitable stranger, just as it began to look as if they would have to spend the night in town square. Again, in a story that contains many parallels to that of Lot, Sodom, and Gomorrah, however you pronounce his name, men from the town sworn to the man's door, seeking to have sex with the Levitz guest. Instead, the man offered his daughter and the Levitz concubine. At first, the wicked men of the city refused that offer, but eventually the Levitz sent his concubine out to them. Violation and death results. The subsequent dismemberment and distribution of concubine's body led to civil war in Israel. Oh my God. See, don't do dirt to people, because dirt come back on you. There are countless women around us today who are broken into many pieces. They have suffered horror, violence, and abuse. Many of these women darken the doors of our churches and ministries. Often they remain anonymous, unheard, and unspoken to. They literally are standing at the threshold crying out for help, and we step over them and continue on our own journey, just as Levitz tried to do. See Judges 19, excuse me, glasses, slide 19 and 27. If you feel broken and wonder if anyone even knows your name, remember that God knows who you are. When society continues to rob you of your dignity, God is able to take every burden and every broken piece of your life and begin and bringing about wholeness. How has God brought about wholeness in your life? Ask yourself that question. Share your story with someone who is broken. If you have not yet experienced wholeness, seek out a sister who has and ask her to share her story. Read Judges 19. Now, y'all know, I love these. I hope that y'all enjoyed them. Like I always say, no matter where I'm at, no matter what live I'm in, I appreciate each and every one of you for your listening ear. Know that it does not go unnoticed. Thank you for trusting me with your time, because you gave it and you didn't have to. I say this all the time, and I also say I am my sister's keeper. So for all the ladies that come here, please know that I take that role very seriously. I'm not a stalker or a crazy person. But when I say I am my sister's keeper, that is what I am. I make sure that my sisters are well, that they're feeling well, that their spirits are right, that if they need some prayer, that we can all pray together, we could talk together, we could have a good old fun time talking about just about nothing. But I am my sister's keeper, and I do my best to check on my sisters on a regular. And that is a torch that I chose to pick up myself. I don't have any sisters, real life sisters. I have one that's my best friend, and I call her my little sister because she's a little girl. She's little, but she grown. But other than that, I have no real blood sisters. So my sisterhood I have made over here, I am proud of. And I appreciate each and every one of them. And let me name a couple of them because I love them that much. I might be reading about the women of the Bible, but these are my not my crutches, but my safeguards. They hold my feet to the fire. They pray for me. They're there for me. They understand me. They respect me for who I am and what I bring. And they have no clue how much they mean to me. I try to tell them that, but sometimes they don't know. And that would be my two sissy poos. And that is Come and Get This Commentary and Just Valencia. My sis with her creative self, and that is Indigo Star One. I thank her for all that she does for me, because she does it and she doesn't have to do it. I appreciate her and I love her for that. Also, I have mad love for Plain as Jane. That's my Aquarius sister. Also, the beautiful Kim Bird, the Learning to Love Myself, my BJ Dez, my Come Pillow Talk with Bay, Evangelist Val. Those are my sisters at heart. And the Roxy's Lady Lounge. Please let me not forget Roxy's Lady Lounge, because she will cuss me out later, and I don't want to be cussed out by my sister. But yes, I love those ladies. They keep me on my toes, and they hold me responsible if I'm not coming correct. And if they feel like I'm out of sorts, they will check on me. So I am thankful, and I thank God for them, because they keep me just as peaceful as I could possibly be. As long as nobody mess with them, I'm good. And I make sure that I let people know that I am my sister's keeper at all times. So, my beautiful people, with that being said, I hope y'all have a blessed and beautiful morning, evening, or night, whatever time it is that you watch this. Take time to thank God for waking you up in the morning, and before your feet, or should I say before your head hits that pillow for the night, thank God for a day, regardless how hard it was, how stressful it was. Thank God for that day, because some people did not make it home that day. So with that being said, and love up on your family, y'all. You got to love up on your family. Love up on your family, and love up on yourself. Put yourself first, because if you don't love you first, you can't take care of nobody else. And ain't nobody gonna love you like you. Remember that. Your mate can love you, but they can't love you like you do. So with that being said, y'all, it's the Stew Queen B out. Deuces.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl, been that chick, never needed no one else. I've been that bitch, plenty on my mind, a couple on the side. Baby, I'm a dime, that face card don't